everyone! Welcome back to My Younger Artist. For this episode, please know that I did not press 0.5 on my camera. So, you get a really cute, up close and personal video without my chin. Please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Laura Mehl.
And I'm Nadia
And this is To My Younger Artist,
a podcast where we, as performing artists and teachers, talk about what we wish we would have known when we were younger artists.
You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at To My Younger Artist Pod.
And we can't wait to share this with you.
Hey y'all, welcome back to My Younger Artist.
I'm Nadia
My name is Laura Mehl, and we're here to talk to you about theater and art and music and life and all that good stuff.
Correct.
How was your Halloween?
My Halloween was awesome. I went to Target because I just got back from 10 days abroad, all the way in Jersey.
Abroad. New Jersey is abroad, let's be real.
Yes, it's very wow over there. And I ran out of literally everything before I went.
Right.
So I had to go straight to the store and buy things. And then I watched Call the Midwife for several hours.
I've never watched Call the Midwife.
And I got cute pictures of my nieces and nephews.
Aww, that's what matters. That's what Halloween is really for.
You're right. The baby was a dinosaur.
I know.
I will send you a picture.
Oh my gosh.
So stinking cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah. How's Laura?
I am fine. I am a little tired. It's been a long week.
How was your Halloween?
It was good. I went to my friend Allie's work party, and it was so. For those of you who don't know, I am 5'2" tall. I don't like crowds because I can't see. And I didn't wear heels because I was Kim Possible, because Kim Possible is not going to roll up in heels. So
obviously,
we ended up having the party was right outside of the Halloween parade. And for those of you who don't know, the Halloween parade in New York is crazy. It's really cool. But there's also a lot of people. A lot of people love parades in New York. Let's be real. It's honestly, I think it's as bad as Macy's because it's that many people, but it's all New York locals. And or people who just love Halloween, which is awesome. But it's a lot of people. It's really cool vibes. I just get stressed and I'm small. So one of the things is they had where the place was, it was actually the load-in for where the parade started. So you were not supposed to go back there, hard not supposed to go back there, with police officers at every corner being no. And so I had to literally have a whole argument with 3 different police officers before I found one that was do you have the invitation? And I was yes. And he was okay, you can go back. And I was oh my gosh. So get back there. It's really cool to be able to see the load in for the parade and everything and have snacks and drinks and stuff. But then about 2 hours in, I'm I have to go get on this train because if I don't, the next one's not until 9:40 and I have to record a podcast. So I literally, well, first off, I had to bust through a bunch of people, which is never fun. And then literally sprint from Spring Street to West 4th Street because Spring Street was closed, obviously, for the parade.
Yeah.
And so I ran like impossible. And then I got off, literally got off at Penn Station and ran again and got on my train with 2 minutes to spare.
That's my girl.
So,
She's a runner. She's a track star.
I guess. Oh my gosh. But today we are talking about a very also spooky thing that is coming up. It's audition season coming up.
Yeah.
That's real spooky.
Ooh.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Okay. So do you want to talk about the word of the week?
Yes. Let's talk about the word of the week.
Do it.
Since we are talking about auditions again. Also, if you haven't heard our, was that episode number 1? Audition 101? Episode number 2?
Episode number 1
3?
was Burnout.
Oh, okay. Well, one of our earlier, oh my gosh, that it was almost like, that's a long time ago. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. Look at us.
It's episode number 2.
Okay, if you haven't heard episode number 2, you should go and listen to it. We get into like the nitty gritty of auditioning, with lots of like audition buzzwords and stuff. But today's word of the day is holding room. Ooh. A holding room is a studio separate to where the audition's being held. And holding's typically like where you go and sign in, where you'll leave your headshot and resume, and then you'll like sit in there and stretch on your own while you're waiting. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
And depending on like what I'm auditioning for, I like to bring something to do. Like, especially if I think it's going to be the vibe for sure. And like, if it's going to be like a long day. One of my favorite holding room experiences, there's probably like 10 of us in there. It was a callback. We were all chilling and all really excited for this super cool show. And like half the girls in there were crocheting. The other half were reading.
That's amazing.
And we were just like being girls. It was the most precious thing ever. So holding rooms can be really fun. As long as you're not intimidation stretching.
Yeah, don't intimidation stretch. If you need like stretch, but you know what I'm saying?
You don't have to. We're auditioning for beautiful. You don't have to show me how.
I don't need you to be doing rolling splits in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
And the holding room is different from your audition room. Sometimes this is confusing. And so for anybody who's like never been to a New York audition before, when you go to your audition, make sure that you are going into the holding room. The holding room door will be open. Do not go into the audition. I've seen it happen. Do not go into the audition room. If the door is shut, you are probably not supposed to be in there.
Correct. And usually it's labeled. It will say holding. Typically it says like the show title. It'll be like Footloose. And then in parentheses, it'll say holding.
Holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unless like sometimes if you're in Pearl, like it'll say it on the like big screen. But like sometimes it won't say it like on the door. So
yeah, but also when you are getting these, like when you get the appointment, it will tell you where to go.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it'll.
If you don't have an appointment and you're just rolling up in there from Playbill.
Playbill usually, I feel like Playbill typically says it. Okay. I don't know. I don't always look on Playbill.
We have very opposite experiences.
I love this for us. This is going to be a fun episode.
Whee! I'm screaming. Anyway, yeah. So just don't assume that you're correct. Just always don't assume anything.
And if anything, go to the desk and say, "Hey, where are the auditions for the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee?"
Yes, and then you said, "Thank you so much."
Yes.
Don't apologize though, because you're supposed to be taking up space as a human being.
Yeah.
They're just doing their job. You're just doing your job. Anyway,
we're all just doing our jobs. All right.
Okay. We are talking about audition season. Audition season is basically when it's usually referring to the winter time specifically because it's really the busiest time for auditioning, winter into spring. So like, it's funny because I feel like the audition season kind of keeps getting backed up a little bit further by like a week each year. So like, now it's kind of started happening a little bit in December sometimes, but that's when I say it's like all the regional theaters come to New York and they have their like season casting. Sometimes they'll do like half the season or sometimes they'll do like, this is our play day, this is our musical day, and like split things up like that. And it's really great because you get to do a lot of auditions at the same time. It's just that it's hard to balance everything.
It's a lot.
Yes, because of the fact that everyone is coming. And thank you for coming. We love you doing that. We just have to really be smart and strategize and not burn out. Look at us rolling back to episode 1.
We are just rolling back.
So why are we talking about audition season? No matter how many seasons you've been through, I think it's always great to hear somebody else's experience.
For sure.
Their like plan, their strategy, like all the good stuff that they do to like help them get through and have a successful audition season. I consider a successful audition season to be like you went into the room and felt good about what you did 85% of the time, which sounds kind of low. However, when we get into numbers, you'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't consider a successful audition season booking because sometimes like you're just not going to be cast in a certain show, and that is the show that everyone is doing that year. Like, and you're just not right for it for whatever reason, you know? Like, it's very possible. And it's either that person's vision or like how the cast was just done on Broadway. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If everyone is doing Tina Turner, I'm probably not going to get cast. I think there's one role.
On the other hand, everyone does beautiful. And I am to the point where if I see a beautiful audition, I'm like, please no.
I also do not get beautiful.
I've done so many beautiful tapes.
Yeah.
That's like, God damn it.
Gremlin noises. Show. Yeah. So that... and that's okay. I mean, it's just kind of part of like how the industry rolls. Like there will be years when you'll be like, yeah. And then there'll be years when you'll be like, okay. Woo. Okay. So anyway, let's talk about, Nadia, why do people freak out about audition season? And or like, what do you freak out about audition season? Do you feel the freak out? Do you think what like because there's a lot of like prepare for audition season. It's almost like have you ever seen Ice Age?
Yes.
And like the dodos are all like prepare for the ice. Like that's what it feels like. That is legit what it feels like. Sometimes I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like largely it's like there feels like so much opportunity, and then when opportunity's not knocking, but you're banging on opportunity's door and they're not answering, like it's rough.
Yeah.
And we
so you
all
want to make the most of it.
You want to make the most of it, and you want to go into audition season with like your most optimistic lens.
Yes.
And I feel like as the season goes on, it gets harder.
Yeah.
So like the first couple of weeks of audition season, I'm typically like super excited. And then by the time we get to spring, I'm like, okay, I don't want to film any more tapes. Yeah. I need a break. I need a break. Help. I get discouraged sometimes based on like the shows that are being produced. Some, like Laura said earlier, like sometimes there simply are not shows that you're going to be great in or that you're going to be great for.
Like I could be in the ensemble of that, but like most likely you're not going to hire me as an ensemble girly because I am a singer.
Yeah. And then also I feel like for me, things that I've been being seen for, I don't typically fit into like the ensemble archetype because I also am 5'2". And I'm a very strong dancer, but like I don't typically dance at the level that like we like to over choreograph things.
This is true. And also I feel like a lot of people anymore that are short are expected to do tricks.
Yes. It's like I can barely do a cartwheel without breaking my neck. Just being realistic here. But it feels like I have done so much preparation, but then I get overwhelmed when it comes time to like looking at shows and be like, oh, this company's doing this show like the last 4 companies that I auditioned for. I don't want to audition for it again. After a while, it's like, well, I've done 7 beautiful auditions this year. I clearly it's not meant for me.
It feels like something's just like deja vu over and over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for our friends who are still like, why are you freaking out? So the reason why is because of the sheer numbers of auditions that could be happening in a day, let alone a week. Sometimes there are like literally 6 to 10 auditions in one day, like happening all at the same time. And so you have to start doing like, I'm going to start calling it theater math or like audition math. And it's like when you look at it, and so first off, you have to be like, okay, well, what am I good for? Great. Then you have to, if you don't have an appointment, you have to have the strategy of which call is going to be more busy / which one can I get to sign up for faster? So like for me, because I'm coming in from Jersey, things that are at Ripley and at Pearl is going to be easier for me to get to, right? Actors Equity is up the street and around the corner. It's going to add 15, 20 minutes onto my commute, right?
It's literally up the street and around the corner too.
Yes.
Like, that's not an exaggeration. Not just the saying up the street and around the corner. It's literally up the street and around the corner.
Yep. And 20 minutes is factoring in also like not getting on the first elevator and like running to wherever, like, yeah. So that's like that's the safe amount that I give myself to go back and forth between the two. 15, I'm going to be running at some point. But when you're making that plan, you have to kind of think about like, okay, if I want to go to more than one, which most of the time you're going to try to, I am the crazy person that often will try to go to as many as I can. I'm going to change that this audition season. I'm not going to go to more than 4 in a day because 4 is insane.
I was like, 4 is still a massive number.
4 is still massive, but I'm giving myself that line of like, no, you're not going to like try and figure that out. You're not doing that. Because if I get 2 appointments, let's say somehow magically I was to get 2 appointments, then me being myself, because I'm insane, would be like, well, I'm already going to be in the city for the whole day. Like I should just try and no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that this year. Like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And that's what we're going to say. I'm going to try my hardest and I'm going to show up when I can. But this like wackadoodle, like running back and forth between lines, like I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this year. Catch me in February. Somebody yell at me.
I will. It's my job.
Thank you. So that's kind of why it's like a lot. Because then you get to the end of the week and you're like, I literally went to 10 auditions this week or 15 auditions this week, depending on the day, like how busy the week was. If you go every single day, you know, and that also means you're going through a lot of material, which is why a lot of people talk about audition season prep, right?
We've got an episode on that as well.
Yeah, we can do an entire episode on that.
No, we have one.
We already did an episode on that, on prepping for audition season?
Being on in the off season.
Do that. Go listen to that. Look at us.
I'll try to remember to link these in the show notes.
So impressed by
y'all
you.
Can go like
do that. Prepare, because then later when it's insane, you feel less crazy.
Feel less insane.
One of the things that I think is also helpful is like pay attention to season announcements, because this is the time of year that people start putting out like, this is what our next year's season is going to be. And if you have like a theater that you really want to go in for, like go ahead and find out what that is and prepare what you're going to audition for that season, like what material. And often if you see 2 theaters doing it, that means a lot of theaters are going to be doing it. Not all of the time, but like there's a cycle.
Laura, what would you say are like the current shows that are like being produced a ton at the moment? I
mean, for this last season, it was Frozen. It was
Come From Away.
Ton of Frozen, ton of Come From Away. I'm trying to think what else I had to do.
A lot of The Little Mermaid I saw.
Tons of Mermaid.
Tons of Footloose as well.
Yes.
It's a cycle. Like massive like regional theaters doing Footloose. Like.
Yep. I swear, I think that they must do sales on like the rights for things.
And there are multiple theaters doing All Shook Up.
Yes.
Which is so funny because like before this season that's coming up, I haven't heard of any theaters doing All Shook Up in years.
Yeah. It's also kind of Footloose if you think about it. It's Footloose in a different font.
Footloose and Hairspray put together.
100%.
It's Footloose with racism. It is.
Dies immediately. I mean, if you did, you could even make Footloose like about racism too, depending on how you cast it.
Oh no.
You could.
Everything is tuberculosis.
Everything is tuberculosis. Incredible.
Love you, John Green.
I love John Green. So anyway, I personally, I don't know about you, but whenever I see that there's going to be like a specific track in a season that I'm going to be like, that's going to be me, I actually sing for that track specifically. And I've found that I get more traction. If I just sing generically for the season, I don't really get that good of a response, like, to be honest. But if I go in and I'm like, I'm going to actually be like, hi, I'm singing for this. Like, I don't have to say it. But if I literally just give like, let's say that somebody is doing hairspray and I'm like, hi, I'm Penny. And I literally just like sing for Penny, I will more likely get a better response than if I just sing something generic that's kind of hairspray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes they need a little bit of guidance from you as well.
100%.
If they have a whole broad season to look at you for, sometimes it's just like too much information.
Yep.
Being
too
fed
much information,
to them, so you
too generic.
Just take a little teaspoon and go, here you go.
Even though it seems like the opposite would be true. And often, even in school, like we were taught like to sing for the season. And like, I just strongly disagree with that now, because then you're just, and obviously casting director friends, feel free to be like, I feel this way because I don't know, I'm not you. But this is just literally from my experience, tends to be more positive when I do that.
Yeah. And also, I feel like it's so difficult to sing for this season if they're asking for one cut. Like, how am I supposed to sing for Christine and Phantom of the Opera and then also Rock of Ages?
Yeah. That
doesn't make any sense. You can't do that.
You don't. Yeah. So within all of this, one of the things that I wanted to say was, which I kind of touched on earlier, like the max auditions I think I've ever done in one day was 6, and that was insane, and don't do that. It was not successful. Limit yourself, be smart. Does that mean you're going to have to sit down and like strategize the beginning of the week, like how you want to handle things, if not the week before? Yes. This involves a lot of planning. Get yourself a calendar. Take care of your girl.
Get yourself a calendar. Color code it.
Yep. And then also decide, like, mental health wise, what you're going to do for your like time and sanity, because that will help you not feel like you're just running. Because I think that's one of the dangerous things about it too. Like, between working and showing up and auditioning, like constantly, you can feel like you're just like running into the ground. Yeah. So overall, total takeaway. You control what you can control to the best of your ability. Bonk.
Bonk.
Bonk. There's so many things that you can't control. In life, in the audition world, in everything. So like, show up prepared, show up with a plan, do your best to execute said plan, and be flexible if it doesn't go the way you want it to, because it won't necessarily go the way you want it to, but be patient, because know that we are all going through this at the same time together. So everyone is stressed. So the more kind you can be, the better.
Remember that all you have to offer is what you have to offer. And there's nothing wrong with that. So go in there, be your complete self, and do your thing. Yeah. And they're going to say yay or nay. You know?
And you're going to be there for it.
It is what it is.
It is. All right. Anyway, do we have a quote?
Oh.
Our quote is from Nadia, is be yourself.
Be who you are. I completely forgot to grab a quote. I don't even think this episode needs a quote. I think this episode speaks for itself. Yeah. In fact, you can quote this episode, if you will. That's my unpreparedness. Speaking of preparedness, don't be like me. Wake up on time.
That may be like you, but also maybe it's okay.
Be like you, but also don't. Yeah, so there's no quote today, but follow us on Instagram at TMYA Pod, and follow us on YouTube. Oh, you guys, we got the sweetest comment on the last episode's YouTube video, and it made like my heart like soar. So thank you guys for watching. I feel like sometimes it's hard for us to like comprehend that people outside of our studios listen. And so,
which we want. That's like totally a thing that we want.
It's definitely what we want. And so it's just really cool that it's happening. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Jovi.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Love you.
Good job, Laura. Love you guys.
Proud of you.
Awesome. Woo. You're doing great.
Bye.
You will survive. This episode of the To My Younger Artist podcast was co-hosted by Nadia Rashawn and Laura Renee Mehl, with music by Laura Renee Mehl and all edits done by Dustin Ciano. Thanks for listening.